the where are we? Tuesday the 28th. Tuesday the 28th of September.
No, it isn't.
2021.
Oh, I don't believe you.
Nearly finished. Also, what we're nearly finished are the ladders. This is the ladder that Marcus is making so he can get to bed tonight. It's got those slats there for his feet, and then these two slats at the top. They're for your hands when you're climbing up. That's the plan.
Now, does Graham need the lobotomy?
No.
Oh, okay. I won't then. Not offer.
Not a Brexit vote.
Oh, okay. Good point.
Actually, they don't need a lobotomy. They've already had one. The Brexit lobotomy. Oh, you've had the Brexit lobotomy, I see.
You haven't had I'll take it, because you're not a Brexit.
Oh.
Brexit have had more than a lobotomy. They've been hoodwinked. So what's been going on in the world?
I don't know, let's see what the chat's saying. Nothing at the moment. We've only been broadcasting for a minute.
Max's is finished, isn't it?
I don't know.
You've got a couple of hours, haven't you?
Daily Blase says, "Good evening, guys. How are things going?"
Well, they're hot and sweaty.
Steve C says, "Hi guys." Veg Pie says, "Hi all." Jinja's Giraffes, who gave us a very generous donation on GoFundMe today. Thank you, Jinjas. Says, "Hi guys."
Is he facing me?
Yeah.
Oh! Hi.
Otherwise, I'll just be facing me chin, which would be a bit weird.
It would be a bit odd.
Yeah.
We're flying the drone today.
We are flying the drone.
We need to find a way so we can stream the drone. Stream the drone! That's what we need to do.
That would be excellent, man.
That would be excellent.
So try and do that tomorrow.
We need to find a way to do it first.
Evening, says Steve. Or still the afternoon here.
Is there a way of streaming a screenshot or whatever's on my screen, then it Bluetooths to you or something?
We can try and suss it out, yeah. Could I attach my phone to your drone?
Your phone's my drone.
Yeah.
Software, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Maybe.
It's obviously possible, but...
Thank you, Glasgow, for the generous donation link. Legend. News from Marcus. French government haven't been able to process all the carte de séjour printing for Brits in France in time for the original deadline at the end of September, so they've extended it to January the 1st.
At least they extended it.
Yep.
Let's see the problem dealt with it.
Yeah.
Unlike some of the other nation. We've got ours though. We've got ours. The thing is, they are actually printing a physical card. They're not just like putting a code in an email.
Adam says, "I know Marcus has his already."
I do.
Can't get him out of France no more.
Hmm?
You can't get him out of France no more.
Nope, don't get me out of France. I don't fancy going to the UK. I really like living in France. I better be honest about it. It's a beautiful country. I'm great with the camper. Been travelling in a camper, you know. So it's well, the window not without COVID, mind.
Adam says his is somewhere still in the post.
Sorry?
Adam is saying his is somewhere still in the post.
Oh, is it? Yeah, because they you've got to sign for it. So you've got to, when you receive it, you have to sign for it. So that'd be like a Rockamondi type thing. I guess when you get your card, your grey card for your car, your carte grise, you have to be there to accept it and sign for it, so you don't know it's you.
right up my nose.
Isn't it?
How can you govern a country which has 246 varieties of cheese?
That's a valid point.
That's a pineapple
There's
boy.
actually more than that, isn't there? That's isn't that what Charles de Gaulle said?
Yeah. How?
Because actually, technically, there's more than that. Thousands of them. There's sub-varieties. Some of the cheese is horrible though, and some was really nice.
I know someone who went for a residency interview in France yesterday, says Glasgow Kiss. She is British and never felt so ashamed.
Oh. You shouldn't feel ashamed, should you?
Yeah, Peculatori says Charles de Gaulle also vetoed UK membership to the EEC twice.
Maybe he was right.
Yeah. He had a crystal ball.
And also, Charles de Gaulle, when it comes to, when they retire, they get their pension for the rest of their life, don't they? Like a pretty hefty sum. Well, Charles de Gaulle, he rejected it. He never accepted the pension.
That's fair enough. Well, the French president is still above the law, which needs to be changed.
Yeah. Again, Alexander Bolster Johnson, don't you think he's above the law?
He is above the law, because the law in London is run by the Metropolitan Police, who are institutionally corrupt and racist, and the leader of which, Cressida Dick,
she's terrible.
she not only she was the person behind the murder of Charles de Menendez.
Yeah, that's a mistake, wasn't it?
Yeah, she also went to private school.
Oh, what, another one?
All of them, mate.
I went to private school.
Yeah. In Norwich.
In Norwich.
I don't think they have private schools in Norwich.
They have got a city school. There's private schools in Norwich.
Is there?
Yeah. You've got the city school. You've also got Gresham Hall.
I'm so sorry, man. Have you got counselling? Have you had counselling?
I have, and I came through it. I think I'm okay.
Okay, good. Sorry, mate.
But I was lying. You. Oh, you talk proper enough, I don't.
I don't talk proper either. I get called a posh scouser.
My brother-in-law, he went to private school, but he's actually a really, really lovely guy.
Yeah, some people went to private school, alright.
Yeah. Well, he's a conservative. I don't know if he is now. Oh. The big screws.
Yeah, I think they were talking about changing the law in France. So Sarkozy, whatever Sarkozy got done for, I don't think it's what he did in office. Is Marcus doing something constructive, or is he acting like I was when at work, just pretending to do something constructive while the boss was around?
I'm doing loads of holes just for the sake of it. That's what you do, isn't it? When you're trying to look constructive while the... Graham?
Yeah. It's like when you work at the bar, you just pick up some glasses and start like drying them, even though they're already dry.
Yeah. Or you move them from one place to another.
Just dry some glasses. Dry some dry glasses. Right. Now is this going to be the...
Put it together time.
Can Marcus tell the difference between Somerset and Norfolk accents?
Somerset's not the same as Norfolk, is it?
It's very similar.
Is it really? Probably not. Because my Norfolk is not really like Norfolk anyway. I've got a funny twang at mine.
So these were the old rungs of the ladder.
Yep, which hopefully will fit.
Now they're going to become...
A bit of tweaking to do.
Going to become treads.
Right, which is going to be the top, which is going to be the bottom.
That's the bottom there.
That's the bottom there, but what way round's got to be? Because I want to make sure there's a face in the back. If I had the bottom, I'd stand off my mark. That's that left hand side, so that would be the face. Just need to know what way, because this is slightly wider than the treads. Got to make sure that's like sort of like that, and not like that. That'd be ugly. Yeah, but you're going to have that. You'll have that at the back. Front. Oh, that was tight. bad thing is they want all the slots are the same, but the wood has shrunk at different rates. I want this piggery to do. I'll find what it is. Oh, that'll fit there. Oh, I wish I had a clamp. Nice long cheek. Sash clamp. A 2-foot one would be ideal for this.
I've got a G clamp.
That's no good.
No.
Not for this. Oh, sounds right. Because it's a bit far. This is nice. Oh, my bench!
Do you want a hand now, or?
That's a bit smaller. I don't know. I think because I'm still standing on those beds as well. Probably doesn't help.
Yeah, it doesn't. Best part of the Finnish system is if you have no private schools, even if you're a millionaire, you go to the normal school system.
If the school's good enough, why do you need them?
No, exactly. Glasgow Kiss says, I went to private schools. I went to a private school, kept getting detention. It was very private.
Oh, saucy.
And Smoke, I see Smoke. Where's Smokey the Bear when you need him? It's that camera over there. I've got a step ladder. My real ladder died when I was 3. Did you like that?
Very good.
Little joke there.
Yeah, I heard that.
The first rung of the ladder has been put into place.
Is it a rung or a tread?
Well, I think
It's like a hybrid, isn't it?
I think it used to be a rung, but now it's a tread. I don't know. It's got to be a rug. Hi, Stephen. Saying hi, Graham. I'm holding the camera. If I just turn the camera around, you can see me. Hello. I'm holding the camera with you know, palm trees behind me. Yay. But what Marcus is doing is more interesting. I just lost a viewer. I saw myself lose a viewer then as I turned the camera around to me. So I'll turn it back onto Marcus. See if we can get a viewer back. Hi, Graham Marcus, says Stephen.
Hello, Graham Marcus. Oh, that's what he said.
What he said.
Oh. Push that one out of the way. I've got to get all them in first, and that side first. And then I've got all the jiggery pokery to get this side in. Joy. Oh, I've got itchy legs.
Leave a thumbs up for Marcus being a grafter and Graham being a waster.
What did you say to that?
Oh.
You're upset now?
Nah, it's fine. How's the meth lab coming along, gentlemen?
I could make that.
Really good.
I'd start with building still. That's what you need still. Because Graham, he loves spirits. Hey, Graham. Or at least they love him. That way round anyway. Let's see the yeah. Oh, we'll go in.
He needs a hammer. If in doubt, hit it with a hammer.
Give it a clout.
Graham, if you wanted, could you sell the island? At the moment, yeah, probably, because people are reconsidering their lives after COVID and everything. So yeah, I could probably sell it. Don't think I'd get very much money for it. If we wanted loads of money for the island, I probably shouldn't have live streamed all the problems that we have. Pineapple Boy saying, no problem is so large that it can't be solved by a man with a large hammer.
Oh, I need a big hammer.
Jan wants to know how tall you are.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 5'7".
5'7". Jay said, "Got to be worth a couple of million, surely." Oh, mate,
On the case.
honestly, I'll be looking to get 50 grand for it. Yeah, you could buy this island for less than a bed sit in Hammersmith, believe me. Come on, you can buy something decent for 23 quid. How many people actually live on the island? At the moment, we've got Marcus, his wife, and his 3 daughters, so 5.
Did you say Marcus and his wife?
Sorry, Ishmael.
I didn't see it.
Ishmael, sorry. Ishmael and his wife live here on the island with their 3 daughters. Sometimes 4 daughters. Depends on where she's staying.
I've lost count.
And
There's a lot of daughters.
occasionally Ishmael's son.
And there's the youngest one. She seems to be very interested in what I'm doing all the while.
Yeah, she likes the drone stuff.
Yeah, and she was there watching what I was up to when I was doing the videos this morning. At first I was a bit... I've got someone watching me. I was really uncomfortable, but then I just ignored her. She was very good though, because whenever I was like replaying the videos, she was like sitting right beside me on the little plastic box and watching. And then as soon as I start recording again, she got up and got out of the way. She knew exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
You know, she's no fool. It's either that or she's going to take a soul. She's a sweet little girl. Get out of there! Let's do that side. Oh my, get out.
Are you still editing your stuff, or are you just?
No.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I think people are preferring that. It's more personal.
If I can carry on that way, I will. Because it's
Because like me, mate, you can't be going on having like 2 hours sleep a night.
I keep trying all the things to try and make it easier, shorten it. But whatever you do, it just ends up being longer. I thought I'd go with green screen. That didn't take me thinking longer. You've still got to replace what's in the background, didn't you, with something?
Yeah.
People want to see a green background, don't they? The thing with me is, as soon as I get into it, I start itching. As soon as I start getting into the editing, I get carried away, and before I know it, I sort of like it's too long.
Cover your sock.
Cover my sock.
Yeah, with your trousers.
Oh no,
Yeah.
they're not they're old. They wants me yesterday. The whites, little monkey buggers. Hold on. I'm going to get myself a big blowtorch, and I'm going to hit these mangroves with a blowtorch and kill all the no seams. Will it work?
Yes.
Work? Yeah. It's either that or just get those petrels that like to bite you little creatures.
Veg pie saying too much ankle.
Oh, saucy!
Oh, a bit of ankle. Lovely.
Oh yeah, you know you want to. See a bit of ankle.
So we've got 3 in so far on one side, and we've got 4 to put in there, 2 to put in there, and then another 2 which are going to be put in vertically at the top.
1, 2. Where's the other? There's one over there. I'm missing one. Oh, wait, fuck off of that. I miscounted. Oh no, that should be 11. Itch.
Graham, did you say you liked Anzac Bickies? I love Anzac Bickies. They're the best Bickies in the world.
Oh,
I love them. Anzacs from Australia. They are so nice. I like Anzac biscuits.
Yeah.
I like Arnott's pizza shapes. Oh, the best. Yes, Marcus, I love this format of you just chatting to us on your videos now.
Cool.
That's some Geraldine.
No, cheers, Geraldine.
Yeah.
I do have to do several takes sometimes. Sometimes I manage to do it in one hit. But still, it's done so quicker than editing.
Tunnocks are the best, says JD. Oh yeah, Tunnocks. I can't. Yeah, they're not bad. Tunnocks wafers and Tunnocks tea cakes are pretty good. Well, I'm sorry, I just have a thing for Anzacs.
A thing.
Yeah. Peckler says, I would, but I'm already on Patreon, which is fair enough. Talking about YouTube membership.
All right. Yeah, I'm having that. You remember on it or
On your channel?
on YouTube? Membership, you know, so you don't get ads.
No, you mean YouTube Premium?
Premium, yeah.
No.
Oh, you mean membership on your channel?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, they give us like £3 or £5 a month or something.
Oh, I see.
Towards just it's like
don't YouTube take
Patreon.
too much.
Oh.
Are you too greedy?
I mean, they give you the platform for free. Yeah, you don't have to pay for a broadcast
but
license.
We're also providing them with material that advertise.
Yes. But then again,
And
you
they
did that on a
generate.
radio station. You paid for a license for your radio station, didn't you? Why are you paying? You're just providing content. Tim Time's less attractive now that bozos. Look, some things that Australia can't do: mayonnaise, lager, and penguins. Can't do penguins. Tim Tams are not penguins. Penguins are far superior.
I've seen you drink Foster's.
Yes, but it's British, isn't it?
Well, not made in Britain. Yeah.
Is this the building and construction channel? Says Plum Duff. Yes. So this is the anti-Brexit politics, anti-Tory, tropical, fixing stuff on an island, woodwork, electrics, plumbing channel. Jeremy Goffner says there's a distinction between biscuits and cakes. A biscuit goes soft when it goes stale and cakes go hard. Yeah, I think so. I've heard that. Probably on QI. Pink wafer dipped in Angel Delight, says JD. Pretty niche channel, says Patrick. Yeah, we're the nichest of the niche.
And even me, it's pretty niche.
So we've got 35 people watching. But we love all 35 of you, as though you were our own. Oh shit! Geraldine said she got an infection after the surgery.
Oh, seriously?
Oh, sorry to hear that, Geraldine. I'm glad to hear you on the mend again.
She got sepsis, is she?
Well, she just said got an infection after surgery, on the mend again now though.
So she has to have more antibiotics.
Yeah.
Because my dear wife had sepsis.
Oh dear.
That was very scary.
It is very scary. It's blood poisoning, isn't it?
It's blood, but yeah. Well, she went in and out of hospital. They couldn't find out what the problem was at first, and we went to a local hospital, which was a little tiny hospital, and they sussed it out in the end.
Oh.
She went to the big hospital, they didn't know what was going on, and sent her home. Normally they're really good. And then a little San Juan hospital sorted her out. But
Jesus.
she was really ill.
That's
really
mad.
ill. That was all after, because she had a gallbladder, she had a gallbladder infection,
Yeah.
which she had to have removed in the end. And then she had an infection in the tract, and they got infected the blood.
Bloody hell.
But she was like sucking really bad headaches, really extreme headaches, and you could see the veins in her head pulsing.
Oh my god.
That's just ridiculous.
Oh, Caroline.
I know people say, oh shit. Well, she had a gallbladder out, you're right, blah blah blah. But she's still having problems now,
Yeah.
with food and stuff like that. She's got to be really careful what she eats. Sometimes she's okay, and other times she'll be in crippling pain. There's no rhyme or reason to it, because the gallbladder's removed. It's like a mechanism. Whenever you eat anything that's greasy, it then puts a little bit of bile into your stomach every time. But when you have it removed, it just goes drip, drip, drip into the stomach. So sometimes you've got enough bile in your stomach, and sometimes you haven't. So there's no rhyme or reason to it. Sometimes you're okay, and sometimes you're not. fatty food not be good for them at all. Come here, you. We want ya.
Would you like another beer?
I want a beer. I want a beer.
Okay.
Where's my beer? It was quite cool if I get the old camper sorted out, so I can get out in the camper again to do the videos. Just go out in the camper and do in different places.
That'd be cool.
So I was sort of doing that before. Got bed and things.
Well, I don't think that Ollie and Mark or Max, they do.
No, I know Max. Yeah, but Max is pretty. He's got very good speech skills, isn't he, Max?
Yeah, so do you.
Joking, aren't you? I've got good speech skills.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm getting better.
You have your own way of speaking.
Oh, I do. That I do.
Which is distinctive and
Do you know
notable.
what I actually do? I do it to break the sentences up. To make it stops me. If I start just yabbing along, I end up becoming incoherent, and I just blubber.
Yeah.
So it breaks the sentences up and breaks me in the syllables sometimes. Just breaks the whole thing up. It allows my little brain to be able to comprehend what I'm doing.
Pooh says, I found a couple of new YouTube channels. Michael Lambert, which you know.
Michael Lambert's a lovely guy.
Very good.
I'll speak to him quite a
Matt
bit.
Green as well, I've not heard of.
Oh, Matt Green, no.
At this rate, I'm spending my life on YouTube. With the 6-hour Jinja Island streams, FFS, I have work and the beach to visit.
Yeah, if anyone knows Michael Lambert, it's a very basic setup. It sounds actually quite good now, though. But he's such a calming bloke. It's really easy to listen to.
Yeah.
It does usually his videos are around 18 minutes long, but occasionally does a long one as well. But it's a lot of it's about how he feels about it, isn't it?
Yeah.
And he's right. Yeah.
Plum Duff says.
It's a nice bloke as well. Very nice bloke.
Plum Duff says reminds me of Papillon. This stream.
Papillon.
And and JD says.
I haven't got the tattoo.
JD says where is Marcus from? I can never get his accent down. Because you sound like from the West Country, but you're not.
Oh.
He's from the East Country.
Oh, I am. Far East.
The Far East. It's from Japan. Where are you from, Marcus?
I'm from Norfolk.
Norfolk.
Yeah, but my accent ain't quite Norfolk. There's a bit. There's a Norfolk twang, but it's not quite Norfolk.
Ooh, Glasgow Kiss watched Papillon the other night.
Oh right.
Coconuts on the 7th wave.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be a good name for a bar on the Anna, wouldn't it? The 7th wave. People go, I got that Papillon reference.
That's a brilliant film.
You know what killed Steve McQueen?
What?
Asbestos.
He got asbestosis.
From his driving gear, because he used to be a racing driver, and his suit used to have, it was a fireproof suit, it had asbestos in it, and he got asbestosis
Do you
from
know what asbestosis is?
It's the in your lungs, isn't it?
Yeah, it's technically not a disease.
Yeah.
It's a scarring of your pleural layers in your lungs, because I do a lot of health and safety because of my business, what have you. And so there's different types of asbestos, you know, blue asbestos and various others. But so they've got barbs on the asbestos fibres there, they're literally barbed.
Yeah.
So what happens is when you inhale it, it gets into your lungs and into the pleural layers and never comes out again. What happens? It scratches and scratches and scratches inside your pleural layers forever, and effectively scar tissue builds up in the capillaries within the lungs. The alveoli, little tiny little capillaries, bronchial, and effectively you just reduce your lung capacity. It just fills up with scar tissue.
Yeah.
So technically, it's not really a disease. It's a physical disorder.
Well, it's a disease of the 20th century because we decided to build things out of asbestos and concrete.
Yeah. It's a very good material.
Legionnaire's disease, asbestosis, concrete, shit and piss. Is Marcus normal for Norfolk? Asked Richard.
I don't feel normal for anywhere, I first admit that.
Truth to Power is a good newish channel, which you have to check out.
Yeah, he needs to get the sound sorted out, he's listening.
JD, who I think was asking where you're from, says Norfolk, he must have lost his extra fingers in a horrific chisel accident.
Very good.
Oh, you bitch. Meow.
Yeah, truth to power, he's not. If you listen to him at all,
No, I've not.
well,
Heard it.
he's very good. He's very echoey. As far as sound is a bit of a bugbear for me.
Oh God, we haven't had great sound here though, have
No,
we?
I know, but it's a bit different. You're live, aren't you? But it's when you're recording something, it's a bit different. That gets to me a little bit. But his information, he did a really good one about Grant Shapps.
Yeah.
Exposing Grant Shapps and all his lies and deceit and the kind of bloke that he is and hobby is. I haven't actually listened to his recent ones. Actually, you might have sorted that out. It's where he's recording. Cause he's standing up against this wooden wall. It's like a Spanish carved wooden wall. And obviously it's all reverbing, isn't it? Just sounds just bouncing all over the place.
So I sent Catherine a love heart, and she said your message notification caused Amazon to skip to the next track. It was Ed Sheeran. You utter knob. You can even control the music from fucking Panama. And I said, fuck that ginger hobbit.
Hello. Do you want cuddle?
Hello, Pickle.
I've only got 4 more.
Should we
bits
do a
on.
GoFundMe for Pickle? Build
a
her a bathhouse.
Do you? Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Normally, I don't mind a doggy kiss, but you are rather, how to put it, dirty. No, she does not have smelly breath, surprisingly. Not at all. She's just grubby. She's not even been rolling around in that mud. Probably has, actually. Oh, we're getting closer.
Do not eat your dog. Why would we eat our dog?
I don't know.
Oh well, we won't. I was planning to, but because Plum Duff said don't eat your dog, I'm not going to now.
Don't worry, I'll let me eat her.
Why would they eat her? She's adorable.
She's not sweetie.
Leave some spacing from wall for big feet.
Well, it's been pulled away. It's going to pull out from the wall. So we push it out of the way to put it out of the way, and then pull it out when we want to use it.
Yeah.
So it's a lot more sensible. So yes, there's plenty of room for big feet, even for little feet.
Oh.
A bit tighter.
Oh.
All you got to do is get it harder.
I don't know about that one. Try the other end.
On the tight side.
Oh yeah.
Tight,
Tight. Tight, I tell you, it's too tight. Make the camera fall off.
Well, go in! Nice, well.
Plum Duff says men stuck in the wilderness.
We are.
Hey man. Do you want a Savita?
Okay.
There's one in there.
I'm going to tell school up. We can reach something that's
Yeah, I mean you don't have to do now, but if you're going anyway. You're going anyway?
Yeah, I dropped my daughter.
Okay, yeah. If
Right,
you get the
mom.
chains, that'll be good. We can chop the trees and we can put them in the water. Because we're only here for 4 weeks, so if we put them in the water for 2 weeks and then Marcus can make beautiful furniture, beautiful tropical hardwood furniture.
Oh, beautiful.
Beautiful.
Sounds very Norfolk.
Beautiful.
He's a horrible man, he was. Bird Matthews.
How long has Marcus been a woodworker?
Oh, ever since I was born. This chisel. My poor mother, I'll tell you, I had this in my hand, I did. On the way out. She screamed.
So, how long have you been doing carpentry?
I've been literally doing it since 18, I think.
18.
18. So on various levels.
We
I started out a lot with my father, really, doing the boats.
We're getting loads of questions here. Marcus, are you building a coffin?
Yes!
That's the weirdest coffin I've ever seen. A ladder coffin.
No, this is a ladder to get into the coffin. This is a really tall coffin.
JD wants to know, are there any birds on the island? Yeah.
It's pterodactyls. That's what there are.
Should we go? Should we go and see the birds?
Being pterodactyls there.
We've got well,
Parrots in there.
Marcus calls them pterodactyls, but they're actually pelicans. We have pelicans. We have chickens. We have ducks. We have a couple of ducks that live on the island, and also we have parrots. Marcus saw a bunch of parrots yesterday. Tried to catch them with a net.
A big net.
Big net.
Yeah, I just went tall enough.
Yep. We have Panamanian flycatchers, and we have hummingbirds, which you just see this little drone, and then you're like, oh, hummingbird, and then by the time you see it, it's usually flown off. They're really cool. We should get a hummingbird feeder. What do you reckon?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Next question. Do you have termite problems?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes, Jan.
He eats them.
I eat them. That gives that upsets Marcus. He doesn't like it when I eat the termites. But they taste like parsley. Let's see what the problem is. But yeah, I'll see if I can see some termite trails down here. There might not be any under the house. So the house is all made out of treated pine. So generally speaking, the termites don't eat it because it's been treated. But if you can't see this very well, I know. But if you look above the joint there, can you see those two trails? They look like little pathways, little brown pathways there. Can you see that? They're termite trails, and they build like a little tunnel over where they want to get to, because they're always trying to get to something. So that's a problem. And also, just the sun and the rain and the wind does actually mess the wood up. See here at the bottom of these stairs, that's probably going to need replacing. If we had to cut the stairs off here and replace those bottom steps and on the other side. So it's not just termites that we have to worry about. It's getting absolutely smashed by the sun every day and all the rain coming down. You see the wood is split here. It's rotted away where this where these nails have been put in, and yeah, there's a good chance that some of these planks might need replacing pretty soon. But you know, you can bring this back to life. You see, Ishmael had to go at this today with the sander, and now it looks a lot better. You just sand that down a bit, and then we're going to paint it. We're going to paint the whole house, hopefully before we leave. So that's the plan there. So I was just showing them termites. But yeah, the termites are pretty bad. You've got to be... Are the homes built on concrete stilts? Yes. Graham, don't get a feeder. They need to feed for flowers to pollinate. Also, sugar is not nectar, so no nutrition. Can cause tongue fungus and kill the hummers. All right. I won't do that then. No, I'm not building concrete, Bruce Lister. Do the Panamanian flycatchers catch Panamanian flies? Yes, they do. Speaking of pterodactyls, there's a few in Newsham Park. Cormorants, as a fellow Scouser. Well, the liver birds are cormorants, isn't it? No tablets on island. Parrot ate them all. I have a vision of the future, chum. The workers' flats in fields of soya beans tower up like silver pencils, score on score. Jeremy Goff still wants to see Graham making a dovetail joint. Yeah, but in order to do that, Jeremy, I would have to borrow Marcus's chisel. And he doesn't like other men touching his chisel.
I'll tell you what we'll do.
He gets very upset about other men touching his chisel.
When I've got a bench sorted out, I'll show you how to cut a dovetail joint. A bit of rough one. I ain't got a dovetail saw, but it'll still be a dovetail.
At least I know what one is.
They're very useful joints.
Yeah, it's my favourite.
Quite often used.
It's my favourite sex position.
Well, I know it's mine too. But yeah, use both legs. One that one, one that way. But but it's very use like stock dovetails. Use them on drawer fronts.
Yeah, yeah.
So when you're in the drawer and you look at the dovetails, that's generally dovetail joints.
Cool. Right. Well, we're cracking on with this. It's kind of getting dark here, isn't it? It's getting a bit overcast. You should get some close wine. Close wine. It's not wine, but it's
wine's
close.
expensive, isn't it?
Yeah. No, you get the cloth in a box. Cloth in a box.
Is that right? Is it?
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, okay.
But it gets you drunk. Pooh says, I've got to walk the dog. Join you when I get back. Ian said, I spotted Bocas Airport on the map. Have you ever flown into there? Yeah, I have. Marcus?
Graham?
Kloss in a box is okay. Drinkable. Get you drunk. Yeah, I've flown into Bocas Airport a couple of times, but obviously it's a lot more expensive than taking the bus. So Marcus and I took the bus.
Maybe Safari did.
Did you enjoy taking the
He
bus?
got COVID.
Did you get COVID from the bus?
Yeah.
Pooh says she's drinking Kloss wine now. It's not wine, but it's Kloss.
The wine in France is cheap. Cheap as chips it is. You can actually get a drinkable bottle of wine for under €2.
Yeah.
It's crazy. You can get something very drinkable for about 4.
Graham, your irrational resistance to the workers' choice of architecture, brutalism, is alarming. It's not the workers' choice. It's the choice of the. It's the choice of the. It's the choice of the privately educated elite who want to lord it over people by making them live in horrible buildings that stink of piss. Meanwhile, none of them live in brutalist buildings. None of them. Little country estates. You know when Andy Warhol died and they opened up his, they went into his flat, his apartment in New York. They didn't find a single piece of pop art there because he didn't actually like it himself. I mean, he was great at what he did and he was a great designer. Don't get me wrong, but he wasn't into it himself. He just did it because he knew it would make him money. Architects are the same. They won't live in their brutalist buildings because they know they're disgusting. They don't work. The AC is full of Legionnaires. Stink of piss. The windows don't open. There's bats in the belfry. The windows are jammed. The toilets ain't healthy. They don't give a damn because they don't live there. They live in a nice little country pile that from the Elizabethan era.
Why
I don't
would
know.
they have a belfry?
It's a song. It's Sheriff Fat Man. I was hoping someone would pick up on that. Ooh, dovetails are for whooshies. In the Caribbean, you use pelican tails.
Pelican tails.
Pooh says can't afford the bottled wines here. Never brought box wine due to my snobbery, but due to need.
I didn't even look. Are they Californian wines, American wines, or?
Yeah. Mark, I've upset Mark. He said, sorry, Graham, I'm sorry, crap. My father was an architect and designed our house. Okay, I was joking. I'm an architect. I live in a 1930s house. That's ludicrous. Basically, backing up what I just said. But it's not a brutalist house because they weren't really built in the 30s. Well, maybe Le Corbusier was running around creating havoc and deciding that he wanted all of France, all of Paris to be levelled because the Nazis didn't do a good enough job and replaced with 5 tower blocks in the shapes of buses. So everyone, like thousands of people, could use the same front door. That was his dream. It was a shit dream. That was a terrible dream. Don't ever have that dream. It's not a dream. It's a nightmare. Stop shitting on brutalism. I'm thinking back to the Belfry was Bauhaus. But surely on a Virgin Island, you can build a workers' peasants' paradise. When I was in...
I'm in one.
When a good few countries that I've been to have been absolutely vandalised by brutalism, and one in particular really stayed was Armenia. And I went to this valley in Armenia where they had these old nunneries and monasteries that were like 1,000 years old, all and down. It was really fascinating. And then in the middle of this wooded valley, are these Soviet blocks, like Soviet concrete blocks. And I'm like, fuck off. Just no. Just why is this even here? This is disgusting. Concrete has no memory, it has no story, it's just there because it's the cheapest way of putting a roof over people's heads. I don't think it's the cheapest way. It's the most horrible way of putting a roof over people's heads, and that's why people go for it. Anyway, I'm probably losing loads of viewers now. I'll just put you back onto what Marcus is doing. Look, he's building a nice wooden ladder out of wood, which is nice. Not concrete. Concrete can be beautiful, it used well. I disagree. And it ages horrifically. Wood ages quite nicely. Stone ages lovely. Even
concrete-
brick can age well, but concrete does not age well.
That's not true. Concrete done right can age very well.
Mm.
Problem is, if you're talking about post-war concrete,
Yeah,
they didn't
which is all concrete, really.
Yeah, they didn't put enough cement in it. So what happened in Italy?
What with
The
the
mafia and what have you.
the mafia building a load of yeah. Okay, there you go. So not content with it being the architecture choice for Nazis building submarine bases and communists building everything, it was also the designer choice for the Italian mafia down in South Italy and in Sicily, and they basically wrecked the place. I think I've angered the volcano gods because there's a big wind coming in.
I hope you're not going to get any lava.
Batman style brutalism. That's not brutalism. That's
I call this brutalism woodwork at the moment.
yeah. The Romans used concrete. Yes, they did, to stick the stones together, because that's what it's for.
That's technically not concrete.
Marcus is the representative of the workers of the world. Graham is the commentariat. Are you going to rise up?
He's a soapbox.
Are you going to rise up?
I'll rise up.
Yeah.
Rise!
Am I going to be in trouble? Jeez, does it sound like a storm's coming in? we might not make it to the boat dock tonight.
Oh no!
Oh
Might
no.
not make it to the insects. Oh, insects.
Actually, the boat dock is quite a good place to be, and the weather is really windy because the insects can't get you. We managed to build loads of social housing before brutalism existed. Back in the 1930s, they built loads and loads of social housing, and it was all right. Do you know what I mean? It's fine. The stuff that they built post-war is all shit, and it leaks and it falls apart because they didn't use enough cement. So basically, the rebar in the middle, which is supposed to be water, it's not supposed to get water in, gets water in, and it expands to 7 times its size, and it cracks. And all this urban regeneration. Look at Toxteth in Liverpool, an urban regeneration area since 1945. Why? Because they keep building brutalist shit that is like basically breeze blocks with like, I don't know, bricks on the outside to make it look like bricks, but they're not really bricks. I don't know what they're thinking, but they don't last. They last about 20 years, 25 years. Look at the Liverpool Hospital. If you want to look up the Liverpool Royal Hospital or the Royal University Hospital Liverpool, it's absolutely disgusting. It's got sick building syndrome. It doesn't have enough air inside it. It doesn't have enough light inside it. And it's a freaking hospital. People go there and they die because of the architecture. So, no, I'm sorry. I can argue with all of you all night on this. I'm getting loads of shit on the comments.
So you should.
I absolutely hate brutalism. Hate it.
I love them. Modern architecture, I like it.
If you've been to Coventry City Centre, you'll know how not to use concrete. No, I've been to Liverpool City Centre, where they built the St John's Shopping Centre in the 1960s, which was disgusting. They also built the Kingsway Tunnel, which leaks. The Queensway Tunnel, which was built in the 1920s, doesn't leak. It doesn't leak. You can go under the road deck and you just walk along because you don't have to wade in like hip height of water because the concrete's letting all the bloody the water under the Mersey in. Don't get me started on Manchester with the Mancunian Way, a disgusting motorway that tears right through the city centre. So all of the cars, instead of trying to get out of the city by going to the ring road, which is the way you go, you start in the hub and you all go out to a ring road. Makes fucking sense, right? Instead, they start in all these different places around Manchester and they come all into the middle. They squeeze into the middle to get onto the M602 or whatever it is, the Mancunian Way, and it's a nightmare. And the run-on strips aren't long enough, the run-off strips aren't long enough. It is the worst motorway in the world, quite possibly. But then you've got in Newcastle, you've got in Leeds, oh my God, in Birmingham, the poor bastards in Birmingham. At least the inner motorway of Liverpool was never built. Phew! And that's why the M62 starts at Junction 4. Thank God.
You finished?
No. That's better. Slag off Manchester instead. Liverpool has a lovely red brick uni. Yes, it does. Designed by Joseph Waterhouse, I think. Someone looked that up. Who also designed the old Liverpool Infirmary, which was okay for 100 years until they decided to build a new one, which has only lasted for 30 years, and it's falling apart because it's made of concrete. He also designed the Victoria building for Manchester University and Manchester Town Hall. So Manchester Town Hall was designed by a Scouser, and in front of it is a statue of a Scouser, because Gladstone, Prime Minister, was also born in Liverpool. I'll have you know. But yeah, the Philharmonic, beautiful Art Deco building, the Philharmonic in Liverpool, that was designed by a Scouser as well. You know, local architecture, local materials, absolutely freaking awesome. Let's have some more of that. People just like brutalism. Well, look, you know what? If you like stuff that encapsulates nothing about the environment or the culture in which it was made, fine. He's just knocking things. He's not actually doing anything here. He's just making banging noises.
It's driving you out.
Yeah. But if you feel like culture should be something that we should treasure, and we should say, let's encapsulate this culture in different ways through dance and art and music, we should also encapsulate that culture in architecture. And what brutalism has done and what internationalist architecture has done has destroyed that all over the world. You have buildings in Papua New Guinea that look like buildings in Liverpool, that look like buildings in Shanghai, that looks like buildings in Canberra, that looks like... No. Anyway, sorry if I lose all my viewers. Fuck concrete, fuck brutalism, I hate it. I went around the world and I saw it everywhere, and it broke my heart everywhere I saw it, because it's so shoddily done. It was like, how can we build a big cheap building for the least amount of money that says nothing about our culture? And it's destroyed cultures all over the world. Go around the Caribbean, check out the brutalist architecture in the capital cities around the Caribbean. It's heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking.
Cry.
I am gonna cry. I'm really pissed off. I hate it. Absolutely fucking hate it.
Baby girl.
It's an imperialist mindset. It's a white Western imperialist mindset to think that everyone around the world should build buildings the same, at the same materials, and look the same.
Just on the
everywhere.
bright side, we're all going to space.
He's getting...
I'm getting all snogs on him.
Yeah.
Oh, Pickle loves me. Hey, Pickle. Mm-hmm.
He says it's when the sea levels rise, it needs a concrete dam, he'll give in. Make a dam out of concrete. Make a road out of concrete. I don't give a shit. Just don't build buildings that you expect people to use and live in out of concrete, because they're not a machine for living in. They are a machine for dying in. Thanks to Legionnaire's disease and, I don't know, depression. Big and cheap is the problem, not the materials. Maybe. What are the bloody excuses? Do you know what? Do you know what you sound like? You sound like people making excuses for Brexit. It's not Brexit that's the problem. It's the way you're implementing Brexit that's the problem. Or people say, oh yeah, it's not communism that's the problem. It's a great idea on paper. It's just the implementation of communism. No. Brexit is a shit idea. Communism is a shit idea. And brutalist architecture, brutalist concrete, Le Corbusier architecture is a bad idea. I just hate it. I hate it. With every ounce of my being. I think I hate it more than I hate Brexit. So that should give you some idea of how much I hate it.
It's recyclable. Concrete is recyclable.
There's still excuses. Mark's saying architects have clients hold the purse strings. Do you think my architecture friends haven't used that weaselly little excuse for me? They have. Don't worry. They really have. Okay. I've been there. All right. I love it when people think they're the first to say something. No, it's not the fault. There's no masons and clients pay not enough money, and we poor architects.
There isn't enough masons.
Sorry?
There isn't enough masons.
Yeah, but we've got 3D printers, mate. Don't need masons
3D
anymore.
print stone.
Right, a CNC milling machine or whatever you call it.
CNC milling machine stone.
Yeah.
Every single block. Wow.
falling water is a shit bit of architecture, and it's falling apart because it's a shit bit of architecture, and it wasn't built properly in the first place, Mr. Frank Lloyd Wright, wanker. I live near Trellick Tower as well. I'm so sorry, Veg Pie. I'm so sorry that you have to see that shit. Public schools are not built out of concrete. I wonder why not. Because they're built to last, my friend. They're built to last.
That's because they're all built.
Yeah. Woo!
You just can't build like that anymore.
Look at this ladder. This is beautiful, man. It's a very beautiful thing that you've built here.
I do that beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Not in my book. It's functional. That's the word. Functional. I suppose function can be beautiful.
I have no feelings either way on granularity. I don't care. You can have your granularity if you like. It's not something that bothers me as I travel the world, or upsets me. I think brutalism upsets me.
So cut the ends.
Ooh,
There.
ooh, are you nearly there?
I think so. Just trim the ends off and it should be alright.
Woo.
And obviously got the bit what I do on the top that I've be done tomorrow, can't I?
Alright, Marcus, can I get like a thumbs up with the ladder? Can I get a thumb?
It's a ladder!
Hang on. I'm trying to get a photo here.
A ladder gun!
Okay, there we go. I got one with the YouTube feed. I've lost at least one viewer. Oh well, never mind. Marcus doesn't agree with me, so it's okay. Cash Dummies just put a load of ladders in.
Ladder.
What's the address there? I'll get some anger management leaflets posted over. London red brick is amazing durable. Engineering brick is even better. Tiles last forever.
You try and drill in the bagger.
Yeah. But they fixed
London red brick or
they
London
fixed
brick-
Bracknell by building a
London
new
brick
shopping
company.
centre that had wood slats attached to the concrete.
What? Wood slats?
Attached to the concrete.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because concrete looks awful, and they're like, oh, how can we make this look less awful? And the people who make the decisions are councillors who are not paid for their job and probably not like adequately
Do you want to know what the
trained.
option is? Grenfell.
Yeah.
That's the option, because I used to do a lot of cladding work around London, East Barnet, Thurrock.
We could just
what have you.
not build tall buildings.
Well, they built these old buildings, and they were brick clad originally. So that concrete building was clad. And
That's
the
like
ones
tiles that look like brick.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So what we had to do, overclad these 14 floors they were, blocks of flats, with this resin panel. Well, resin burns.
As we
There's
saw
no
at Grenfell.
to be fair, the phones at Thurrock actually, they
We
were
just
cement.
put poor people in these places.
Yeah, they're a cement board panel, a very hard cement board panel, but with a resin bonded stone on the outside. They weren't quite so bad, and they had aluminium pods where the windows were. But the place we did at East Barnet on Cat Hill in East Barnet, Tony Tripp was the architect there, and it was above a Jewish butcher's. Oh my God, they did wonderful pasties. Oh, cheese and spinach pasties. Oh, they were so good. Anyway, that's why I started getting fatter. Anyway, we used a resin. Think of a formica. You know the material you put on like your worktops. You know, the hard plasticky finish on a worktop.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a form of formica. It's a resin finish. Well, think of a thick 8 to 9. No, it's 9 millimeters thick. It's called Resiplan. This stuff was resin. Well, if that stuff catches the light, you can imagine it's going to drip everywhere and just go poof, in, you know, inferno.
Well, when you get
Inferno.
when you're buying a fire extinguisher, you've got like, haven't you? You've got like wood fire extinguishers, and then you've got you've got chemical, you've got gas, but the main one like that the biggest amount of energy to put out the fire is metal fire. I think that's category E or something.
Well, that's because it's so hot.
Yeah, it's insane.
Anything that's hot enough will burn.
Yeah.
And it buckles and twists and melts.
So
and...
I would not put cladding on a disgusting brutalist building. I would just knock the fucker down and put a nice little, and put some trees and put some grass, put something nice there, you know. Or maybe build some terraced housing, which can cover the same footprint and put as many families in as a high rise, and everyone gets their own front door and back garden.
But,
How about that?
But also, on that place at Cat Hill,
Dignity.
oh, that'd be very nice. That'd be like Garden Bridge, wouldn't it? Yeah. That didn't
Yeah.
get built.
Oh yeah, the garden bridge doesn't get built.
But then there's also where you had to put all
Terrace
this
housing did get built.
Dow Chemicals, like a high density polystyrene insulation on all the floor slabs. The bit you stand on, basically, on each level.
Yeah.
And that was the insulation. It had to be like a high R value for the actual insulation because there wasn't much room. Well, that stuff gave us cyanide gas when it burnt.
Oh, brilliant! Fantastic. Let's build buildings out of poison. Or
Well,
maybe
that was
not.
something
Let's
for-
just build nice homes for people to live in.
So
you know.
there's more Grenfells out there.
We can, you know where Dungeness Power Station is in the middle of buttfuck
Yeah.
nowhere, right?
Mhm.
You
Lovely
can put
place.
all the
I like it.
pretentious,
Yeah.
you know, the hipster people. They can go and live there on a big tower just on the cliffs
Do you
next to the
do you-
nuclear power
do you
station.
like Tate Modern?
I like the building because it was built by Giles Gilbert Scott, who was one of the greatest architects of the 20th century. In fact, one of the greatest architects of Britain. And yeah, it's got concrete inside,
That's why I mentioned
but
it.
it's not brutalist.
It's also got a massive.
Neo-Gothic.
I know. I like some of the art in there as well. Some of it's a bit ridiculous.
It's
Like-
fine. I like going there. I mean, look, I don't have a problem with modern art in general. I don't have a problem with other styles of architecture. I really, really hate brutalism.
Well,
I
the
have
last
a
time we
real
went to Tate
bugbear
Modern,
against
there
it.
was a projector on the wall over there somewhere that was shining a light switch on the wall over here, and everyone was walking in trying to turn the light on because it was dark. There was nothing there. And then we went into this other room, and there was a load of tiles just like laid on the floor. Didn't quite get that one.
I thought it would be a great short film to have some art snobs going into a room
Yeah.
and the door closed and they're looking around and they're all talking about this room and it's got all blood like smeared on the walls and above them they've got these like big circular like cutter blades above them like something out of a hostel or something and they're all going, well, this is a great comment on the human condition and oh, it's very visceral, isn't it, blah 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 blah. And then at the end of the the discussion the machines turn on and they're banging on the door trying to get out and they can't and they come down and they get mashed up and then another bunch of art critics come in and go, oh well, look at this blood on the wall and these guts on the floor and these big things and okay, just me. Right, come on, let's put this on the let's put this up.
Can I just cut the ends? I've got to get my little saw.
All right, go and get your little saw. Your little battery powered saw.
Cut that in. So that I'm not worried at the moment.
Okay. Okie dokie then.
Sorry.
This is a cool ladder, man.
It's the ladder
We're not
based
seeing-
on
we're not
stuff
seeing.
that we had. Apart from the two long bits.
Neo-Gothic high density Ginger Island when? What? There are proposals for building out of hemp because it captures CO2 well, plus other reasons. There's a reason why
These got
people
hemp in
visit.
France.
Yeah. There is a reason why people visit Venice by the million and not the Kiev suburbs.
Oh.
Absolutely. There's a reason why people go to Rio de Janeiro and not Brasilia. No one goes to Brasilia. There's a reason why people go to Bondi Beach and not Canberra. No one goes to Canberra. There's a reason why people go to Durham and not Milton Keynes. There's a reason. There's a reason. Just saying. Anyway, come on, let's get on with this. Pickle loves Marcus.
Pickle's my friend.
Do you remember the HMS Sheffield? It's sunk because it was made of aluminium, and when the aluminium was ignited, it was impossible to extinguish.
Yes, it is.
Shit.
Feels like magnesium. It's not helpful stuff.
No.
I had a pencil. Wait.
Facebook took over Battersea Power Station. Hipsters are way ahead of you. Battersea Power Station, also designed by Charles Gilbert Scott, along with Liverpool Cathedral and the red phone box. Icons of British design.
Yes, icons of Brexit.
What?
Brexit icons.
Nothing to do with
Yeah,
Brexit. What are you
all
talking about,
Brexit.
man?
Even red-
What are you talking about, man?
Some boxes are red.
Wow, Cash Dummy thinks...
Look, the bus.
Marcus, you're going to love this. Cash Dummy thinks that your ladder is massive.
It's a massive ladder. I think it's a bit stronger than Ishmael's.
Do you know we could use this if you don't fix it properly and just fix it with a
No,
rope?
I'm fixing it. I know what you're going to do. You're going to start
You
doing
could
gutters with it.
you could start doing the gutters with it.
I know. I knew you were going to say that. You could. I've got to make some big screws.
Otherwise, we're going to have to leave it to Ishmael because both of us are too fat to go up his ladder that he's made. We'll just break it. JD says each of us needs to send a bag of concrete to Jinja Island.
Yeah. Send it here.
If you do want to send a bag of concrete to Jinja Island, head over to the GoFundMe that's just been put online there on the messages by Cash Dummy. Thank you very much. And we will buy concrete with your money. I promise you, we will buy concrete. We actually need some concrete for downstairs.
Concrete is not the problem.
Well, we need some cement. Concrete. We do need some cement here.
Well, that's concrete.
Yeah.
Downstairs, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just a mix.
Ooh. Oh, shit. That's not the angle I wanted. I keep switching the camera around and it goes to an angle which is just very unflattering.
You see my ball patch?
No, with me.
Oh, you. Flip that around to the other side. Oh,
Let's make Jinja Island a brutalist paradise. That's an oxymoron, Cash Dummy. But thanks for thinking of us.
Tighten it up. Tell you what though, I've got the glue, have I? That's what I could do. I can use that threaded rod later. Draw the right through, crank it right up. Got the glue.
We have no glue.
No glue. It's gonna creak. What I'm doing now.
Put it the wrong way around.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Is this the final cut?
Yes.
Jeremy Goff's put £2 in for lubricant.
Oh, nice. Everyone a bit of lubricant.
Jorg wants to know if Marcus is overcompensating with his massive ladder.
Probably. Ask the missus. She's probably making toys up there these days.
Imagine coming down the M6 seeing someone with a car with a big ladder on it going, ooh, he's compensating for something, isn't he? With his big ladder. Look at those fire brigade bastards. Their big ladders. Jan says German aircraft during World War II were made from magnesium alloy, and when they were shot down, they had the characteristic flames, very bright. You could see them miles away. Oh dear.
Very strong stuff, and magnesium.
A black lady said, "White people don't have no culture. Sad times in America." Oh yes. There we go. Do we have ladder?
That's such a good little saw.
Are you really happy with that?
Well, yeah, actually, it's very, very, very useful. Well, we did it by hand, wasn't it?
I find your lack of appreciation of modern ways of building things very disturbing.
Me too.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Now, if I had a clam, I could squeeze that top.
What's he saying here? I bet you're wearing linen undies. Was that what? I bet your undies are made from linen. No, my undies are actually made from these are actually made from bamboo. So yeah, build buildings out of bamboo, mate. Yeah, try and stop me. Not made of concrete or asbestos or Legionnaire's disease or depression. It's all good here. Right.
Where's the screwdriver? Oh, behind you.
It's behind you. Does Amazon deliver to Jinja? Not really, no. What did we look up the other day, Marcus, on Amazon?
Oh my god, that £500 delivery.
Yeah, we looked up something. I think it was a drill or something that Marcus wanted, and it was like $100 for the drill, and the delivery was $500. So yeah. Is your roof metal and corrugated? Yes, it is.
That's brutal.
Because it's the cheapest way to make a roof.
That's
why it's the
so it's concrete.
roof of choice for people living in shanty towns.
What was that? Normally I'd have a big clamp.
thought you'd done them all.
I have. But I'm just look gaps. I want to tighten them up.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got a clamp. What a long sash clamp. You can crank it up and then put your screws in, you see. Normally I use glue. I've got the glue over. Oh, might be a little bit creaky. I'll tell you what, big idea. You know what Fred and Roger got? It's long enough. I don't know how long that is.
Oh shit!
What?
I was recording you. I didn't even realise.
What, my bum?
I don't know. I've just probably filled up my SIM card. I was filming on this camera. I didn't even realise.
You yourself getting all brutalist.
Yeah, my brutalist rant from two different angles. Right, should we put this up and see what it looks like? See what happens. Let's do this. Do you need a hand with it, or are you gonna?
No, more behaviour can help.
Okay, just mind the things. Mind the new levels. Look at this. It's exciting shit. Oh. Ah. He's got to not stand on that tile. It's like the Crystal Maze, this, isn't it? Whoa! It's a stairway to heaven. Built to EU specifications. Absolutely. Do you want to be first to ascend? Do you want me to put my foot against the wall?
Just there, instead of like in the middle.
Well, no, because then it's taking up half the room, isn't it? I don't know, Marcus.
It could be vertical, isn't it? Once put away, it'd be vertical. Heck, it won't be up there.
No, I mean when you're up there.
Oh god, that's better. Oh, it's luxury.
Luxury, I tell you.
There you go. No testing required. Just go up there.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a bit of testing there. Try it.
Try it. I might like it.
Ooh.
Gonna go on my brutalist ladder now. Yes. The Victorians did. Oh my god, that is so much. Stop it. It's so much better. Oh my god. This is a thing of rare and exquisite beauty. Wow. Yes. Love it.
Pickle just come hurtling through.
Oh,
Right?
love it. Love
That's
it.
loads better. So the idea of this is there's going to be just like a slot. No piece of wood going to go on the front of that, up the top there if you can see it. And the idea is we'll just, during the day, we'll just literally lift it up and push it up. What's heavy? Up like that.
I'll hold it back here so you can see.
And then there'll be a toggle or something holding it back. So it'll be like that.
During the day it'll be like that, and then pull it out for the night time, Marcus. Look at that.
And there'll be a stay here.
Yeah.
Could even be just a piece of rope.
Can we call it the ladder of brutalism?
Brutalist ladder? I think you might still like, wasn't it?
Oh.
That actually looks quite good. You've got an impression.
Yeah. That's
Oh, got a pickle.
Hi, Pickle. Hi, Pickle. Hi, Pickle. Oh, she's gone. She's having a mad half hour.
I'm gonna get you.
Well, there you go. It's a recycled ladder. So all of these rungs were from the old ladder, and instead of them being vertical, they're now horizontal, which is a much better way of doing it. We did buy these new 2x4s to go up there, 14-foot 2x4s, which actually we had to cut off the end off, so we've got a little bit of 2x4 left over. But yeah, we're trying to make use of things on the island. I'll give you another example of that, where Marcus has actually made this wonderful wood horse thing to put his wood on when he's like doing stuff, and that's made out of wood from the island and an old bit of 4x4 that we just found lying around. So that's good. Proper job, that, says JD.
Oh,
Proper job.
We're in dark, you know we've got lights at work.
Woo! We got lights and everything. God, this house is getting. We're entering the 20th century. Pickle, 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 pickle. Woo! Go, Pickle, go. She's gone to Ishmael's house. Whoa, there's some gnarly clouds out here, man. Yeah, I think we're in for a thunderstorm tonight. Is it feeling a bit buggy?
It is. You know what? It actually looks nice as well. That ladder looks, looks fun. You can leave it out most of the time.
Yeah.
Ain't really in the way, is it?
No, it's fine.
If you want to use the cupboards.
Do you need like a little stop for it though, so it doesn't slide back?
No, wouldn't need to. You put the stop in midway. I think they go anywhere. The top was fixed and the midway's fixed, so it can't slide out.
Pickle needs an elevator. That ladder is excellent. Well done, Marcus of Jinja.
You're welcome.
Ishmael has a tiny house. I know. I don't know why Ishmael didn't live in this house, which is available. He chose to take over the cabana.
Maybe it made it more habitable for him.
Do you know what? If we get some funding, if we get some I don't know, venture capitalist who wants to invest in this place, then we build him a really nice house for him and his family. So yeah. Marcus, you're a real gem. One of the old school. Well done, Marcus of Jinja.
Enough of the old.
The others is excellent.
Well, mate, all we had, the stars that we had was just old, rough old construction timber, because, you know, Graham's tight. And then the treads are from the old staircase, or the old ladder, which is normal timber.
Tight. I've spent $5,000 on this island, man. Jesus. Got you your router. You wanted a router. I sorted that out for you.
You mean a router?
A router.
A
router.
You say a router, I say a router.
Cash Dummy wants to support non-brutalist brutalism by going to our GoFundMe. Thank you very much. Ishmael is a caretaker, housemeister. Yeah, he is a caretaker of the island. Is Ishmael. Make your own wood glue with skimmed milk and vinegar.
You can, yes. That's almost like a PVA.
Do you need flour with that?
No, that's not flour glue.
Because if you put...
Or we could boil up bones and make some animal glue. Or some hide. Yeah.
Really?
Just check this. Yeah, that work.
I'm not an animal. I'm a human being.
It'll be a bit ginger though. Then Tom.
Okay. It's a router. Sorry. Right. Okay. Well, are we going to go down to the boat dock, or should we head over to the Discord server? Hide your horses. What time is it? Can you make it with soy milk?
5:45.
5:45. Do you want to go down the boat dock, or do you not want to get bitten alive again?
I'm not eating, but I'm going to the boat dock. I'm going to wrap myself up.
You're going to wrap yourself up?
I'm going to be raped up.
Okay.
Yeah, I won't be raped up.
That makes sense. Okay, so it is. Sorry, I meant to look at the time now. I forgot. It is 5:45 now here on Jinja Island.
Oh.
We have completed the ladder. Marcus has completed the ladder. I've completed my rant about brutalist architecture, destroying culture all around the world and killing people. Oh, I found another slap, mate.
Oh, we had another one. Okay, I didn't need it. So.
We had this big one as well. Look.
Well, we'll use that again.
We're using that again. Okay. It's all good. So, Marcus, would you like to come over here and say goodbye to everyone who's been watching us?
I'm knackered.
I'm knackered as well.
What have you done?
I've watched you work. It's very tiring watching someone else's work.
Oh.
I tidied up by the bodega.
Did you?
Yeah.
All the bottles in line though.
Yeah.
Strategic bottle alignment.
Strategic bottle alignment.
A bit like
that's what I was doing.
like the book stacking. And Ghostbusters.
Okay, we're gonna head over to the Discord.
Is that a faded?
Desert
third kind.
Desert Island Discord.
Quite light.
Yeah, we are. We're going to head over to the Desert Island Discord now. We'll probably be there about 6 o'clock actually, because we need to get some stuff together. We need
I've got
to
to tidy up. The tools are outside. You'll have a storm, and I don't want the tools to get wet.
Yeah, so we're going to be tidying up, and then we'll be on the Desert Island Discord. If someone could put up the link to the Desert Island Discord, that would be really great, because we can't do that on my phone. Don't be brutalist, Marcus. Jägermeister, great job, guys. Thanks, Nico.
Concrete is just a material. It depends what you do with it.
Yes, and I agree with that. Don't have a problem with concrete per se.
And concrete
The
can
Liverpool
be
Cathedral, designed by Sir Giles Gilbert Scott, is a concrete building. It is a concrete building dressed
do you
in
consider bronzes
red sandstone.
as art?
Bronzes?
Bronzes, bronze sculptures
Yes.
as art. You do?
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, they're made in the mould. So
Yeah.
why don't you just get a mould and fill it with concrete, and then it becomes art?
It's not the same thing though, is it?
Oh, it is. It's still.
It's not.
Still.
It's
the
not.
art is in the plug that makes the mould.
There's a certain
Or in the case of
beauty in a
bronze, at least that's not
There's
wax.
a certain... There's a story to it.
No, it's not. It's just a metal.
Ah, it's not, man. There's nothing. Nothing's just a metal.
Well, you could say the story. Someone had to mix that
Bronze,
concrete.
someone had to- What concrete? It's just toxic sludge,
Toxic sludge.
and it makes me sad.
Don't be sad.
No, but when I go to Liverpool, when I go driving to Liverpool,
Oh,
and I see these horrible buildings that they've built, and we've lost our UNESCO World Heritage Site status because of these horrible buildings that they've built. It breaks my heart.
but it's Liverpool. Let's be fair.
No, but it's all cities around the world, mate. We've
Norwich
lost
is a beautiful
so
city.
much culture that used to be encapsulated in
Have you
local
seen
architecture.
Norwich Castle.
Because everything looks the
Used to be a
same now.
prison.
Look at Dubai. It's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. It's a piece of shit. Like the city, they've tried to make it look like a giant Milton Keynes or something. It's awful. Milton Keynes, they could have made it into this beautiful, I don't know, neo-Arabic fairy tale. They had the money to do it, you know, but they just built everything out of concrete. Joe Anderson has sold us out. It's very true, Jay. Sold us out to his mates. Anyway, right. We go. I don't know if anyone's put up the link. Oh yes, they have. Cash Dummy has put up the link to the Discord. Discord.gg NHVKJT4. We'll head over there in about 15 minutes once we've tidied it up and Marcus has scratched his ankles sufficiently.
I'm really itching like crazy. They don't like me.
No, they don't like you because you like brutalist architecture.
Okay, I like architecture.
These teachers have good taste.
They give me little blisters. Every time they bite, I get a little blister.
Anyways,
Bastards.
I'm
going to get mine.
I went to Glasgow. I went to Glasgow the other week.
You wait, I'm going to.
There's so many buildings that they just wrecked by building something horrible in front of them, or just.
I'm glad I brought those near
annex on it or
Nicotines.
something. Architecture is a divisive topic.
Is here.
Yeah, but the thing is, with like when we talk about modern art, you don't have to see the modern art unless you go to an actual, you know, art gallery. You don't have to see a film, a Marvel movie, unless you go to the cinema and watch it on TV. You don't have to see it. Whereas architecture, you are forced to see it. Is the one art form that every fucker is forced to look at and come to some kind of judgment about.
What about ugly people then? You're forced to look at them.
Yeah, and that's
I'm
why
ugly.
that's why
People are
British
forced to look at me.
that's why British films don't do so well at the box office.
Because we're all ugly.
America's got the right idea. Oh my god.
God, it's driving me mad.
Go and get another beer.
Okay,
mate.
sandpaper.
Go get some sandpaper
Yeah,
and some
scratch your hand
rum.
and take the skin off.
Okay. We're off. We'll see you in a bit on the Discord server. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow for a Woody
Are you pop the
Wednesday.
blisters?
No.
Oh.
For a Woody Wednesday. You want to join us for Woody Wednesday?
Woody Wednesday.
Oh, we've had the Woody Tuesday, haven't we? We've had the Woody Monday as well.
I've lost
Maybe
track of
something
time. I don't know
else.
what day is what.
Okay, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Toothpaste on the bites. Thanks very much, Walter.
Toothpaste.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bought some new stuff.
Bye. 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 Bye.
Toothpaste on the bites.
Bye.